Headlines. Dr. Workana traveled to Djibouti to attend the 15th Ethiopia-Djibouti Joint Ministerial Mission meeting. The Ethiopian Air Force has carried out airstrike on Al-Shabaab base in Buru High Bench. Hello and welcome to Oromia Broadcasting Network News. I'm Thomas Kamulat with the latest story of the hour. An Ethiopian delegation led by Minister of Foreign Affairs Dr. Workana Gabayo has traveled to Djibouti to attend the 15th Ethiopia-Djibouti Joint Ministerial Commission meeting. Ethiopia and Djibouti have had comprehensive and multifaceted economic and political relations over the previous decades. Djibouti is the main import-export port outlet for Ethiopia. The two countries are already linked with vital infrastructure facilities, and they have been conducting period monitoring and evaluation of the progress of the multiple projects that are being conducted between the two neighborly countries. The joint meeting provides a forum on which they can evaluate the progress in the relation between the two countries and also resolve possible upcoming issues. According to FBC report, the meeting will deliberate on topical issues of transport, port utilization, education, health, custom and trade. Social Affairs Standing Committee of Chafe Oromia has evaluated 6 months work performance of various sector offices. Letatarisa has the detail.
The Social Affairs Standing Committee with Chafe Oromia has been evaluating the 2018-19 second quarter work performance of various government sectors under its supervision. On the event, the Oromia Health Bureau, Oromia Labour and Social Affairs Bureau, OBN, and Oromia Culture and Tourism Bureau have presented their respective work performance report. Maternal mortality rate reduction, women empowerment, providing vaccine to minimize womb cancer were held as promising work of the Health Bureau, whereas the health extension, HIV/AIDS, and TB, dalliance of health projects, and health service provision were identified as issues that needs special attention in the future work. The Oromia Labour and Social Affairs Bureau has done promising jobs in supporting the handicapped persons, awareness creation in the prevention of illegal migration, and completion of job seekers registration. On the other hand, the Bureau has done a little in addressing the complaints ever raised in relation to issues of employees and employers. In the second quarter of this fiscal year, the Oromia Broadcasting Network has done good jobs in informing the public about politics, social and economic matters of the region and the country. According to the report presented on the evaluation, OBN broadcasts current affairs live both from abroad and home through TV, radio, websites, as well as social media, and even become source of information for other media houses. It has also produced various documentaries and provided capacity building trainings to its employees, which were applauded as good performance. However, audio quality related limitations at some areas and interruption of live transmissions sometimes observed are raised as gaps. Regarding the work performance of Oromia Culture and Tourism Bureau, the effort made in research and studies on cultures and heritage, intangible heritage, celebration of public holidays were raised as a strength, whereas the work of leaders found at zonal and district level in promoting the culture and heritage was indicated as poor performance. Some participants of the stage stressed the need to work with emphasis on awareness raising in relation to medicine utilization, ambulance service supervision, ethics of employees, and inspection of private health care centers. They also recommended that the Oromia Labour and Social Affairs Bureau should work on the safety of factory workers. Regarding the raised ideas in relation to health, labor and social, culture and tourism issues, as well as OBN, leaders of the sectors pledged to work hard on these cases, appreciating the raised ideas and suggestions. Chairperson of the Social Affairs Standing Committee, Alamina Shasfau, has given future work direction, saying that the sectors have strong ties with the public, so it should be worked with attention.
Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee of the House of People's Representatives evaluated the 6 months diplomatic performance report of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Standing Committee lauded the encouraging achievements of the Ministry in terms of restoring peace with Eritrea in the Horn of Africa. Here is Olga Wandum for the detail.
The House of People's Representatives HPR lauded the diplomatic achievements accompanied to secure and promote the national interests of the country over the last 6 months. Foreign Relations and Peace Affairs Standing Committee of the House of People's Representatives evaluated the 6-month diplomatic performance report of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Presenting the report, Foreign Minister Dr. Workneh Gebayeu said considerable gains have been attained from the diplomatic efforts over the past 6 months. He expounded on persuading diplomatic achievements in underpinning relationship with neighboring countries and development partners. The ministry prepared 53 agreements to strengthen diplomatic relations with various countries, of which 30 were signed, 23 forwarded to Council of Ministers for approval, while legal recommendations were given to the rest. Members of the standing
We are working on restoring peace and stability of our neighboring countries. Many works are also underway to reestablish our brotherly relation with people of Eritrea. In the past 6 months, we have done many diplomatic relationships with many countries.
The Standing Committee lauded the encouraging achievements of the ministry in terms of restoring peace with Eritrea in the Horn, on top of enhancing development cooperation and diplomatic relations with several countries. According to the committee, works have been done pertaining to Ethiopian diaspora and diplomatic relations with different countries so as to scale up financial support were encouraging. However, budget performance, audit findings, and cooperative negotiations with Nile Initiative countries are among the issues recommended by Standing Committee to be addressed.
German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier visited the rock-hewn churches at Lalibela, Mara regional estate, which are UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Germany President Steinmeier, who arrived in Finfinne last Sunday for a 4-day official visit to Ethiopia, also visited a vocational training institute and German embassy in Finfinne. The German president met with President Sahle-Work Zewde and Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed yesterday to discuss bilateral issues, as well as witnessed a memorandum of understanding sign ceremony between the Ethiopian Investment Commission and Volkswagen that enables the latter to set up a automotive industry in Ethiopia. The last day of the visit will be devoted to the African Union. The President Steinmeier will meet with, among others, the chairperson of African Union Commission, Musa Faki Mohammed. Residents of Bakotibe district of West Shoa zone have witnessed that basin development works they have carried out for the last few years have started to benefit them. Fikadu Brown has more on that.
Residents of Bakotibe district of West Shoa zone said they are benefiting from basin development. Previously, our farmland was damaged by soil erosion, but after we started basin development, we could control it. We are also getting good products from our farmland, she said. In the past time, fertilizers were taken by erosion. Due to this, we couldn't maximize our products. However, after basin development begins, product and productivity is increasing time to time. We are also covering our mountains with different trees. This year also they are participating on basin development work to get more benefit from it. We can't live without forest and soil. Now our farmers have enough awareness about this, so we are participating on it with great commitment. Head of Agriculture and Natural Resource Office of Bakotibe District, Branuch Aloma, said they are working to develop more than 12,000 hectares of land this year. Head of West Shawat Zone ODP office, Galana Nurasa, for his part, underscored that public of the zone should protect natural resources so as to overcome poverty. We should win poverty through protecting our natural resources. I hope you will get success by the work you have started now. Head of Agriculture and Natural Resource Office of West Shawat Zone, Kabada Dabalo, noted that they are working to develop more than 100,000 hectares of land in 22 districts of the zone this year.
Ethiopian Airlines announced that it will restructure its U.S. network that includes opening new destinations, adding frequencies and shifting gateway as of summer 2019. The new U.S. network is aimed at giving passengers the best possible connectivity and shortest routes. Group CEO of the Ethiopian Airlines, Tawalda Gabramariam, said U.S. is among Ethiopia's airlines' most important markets, owing the presence of a large African community and growing business and tourism ties with Africa. Furthermore, he added, our new route structure with additional frequencies to multiple gateways and the opening new routes to Houston are aimed at responding to the market's demand and availing best possible connectivity to over 60 African destinations. Accordingly, Washington DC flights will be increased from current daily to 10 weekly flights, while the current 3 weekly flights to Chicago will be increased to 5 weekly. The Ethiopian Air Force said it is carried out an airstrike on Al-Shabaab base in Bolu, Hayabe, 75 kilometers east of Baidoa, Somalia on January 24, 2019. About 35 Al-Shabaab militants, including operation head in the area, were killed in the airstrike. Conducted for 44 minutes, the Ministry of Defense said in a statement. The statement added that 4 military vehicles and 5 high-caliber weapons were damaged by the airstrike. The airstrike conducted previously has also inflicted huge damage on Al-Shabaab fighters, the statement added. Thank you so much for joining us. That's all for now. Have a good time.